Nintendo Friday, everybody. How are you today? Welcome to Nintendo Weekly. I can't believe it's Friday. I have needed it to be Friday for a while, so I'm very excited that we're all here. And there was a surprise Nintendo Direct yesterday, so we've got tons of news to discuss as well. So hi, everyone. Folks, if this is your first Nintendo Weekly, welcome. My name is Trisha Hershberger. I'm streaming this currently on both Amazon Live and Twitch, so welcome. This is a show I like to do every Friday where we talk about Nintendo news, aka Nintendo news, as well as fun finds, as well as doing some gameplay, to check out some gameplay. It gives me a good excuse to revisit Nintendo stuff once a week if that's not... Normally, I do like a longer playthrough of a game, but if it's not a Nintendo game that I'm currently playing, it's good to check back in once a week or so. So, huzzah! It feels like the last Nintendo Weekly was yesterday. Time is flying by. It absolutely is. Mr. Yasman says, who are you going to play in the beat-em-up game from the creators of Shredder's Revenge? You know, we'll get to talking all the games that were announced yesterday. But for now, we're just saying hello and hanging out and settling in. Again, if you haven't been here for a Nintendo Weekly before, this is a show where we chat all things Nintendo. So if you don't have a Nintendo Switch, that is the current generation of console that's out now, you can get the all gray ones, so gray Joy-Cons, gray dock. It's very, very sleek looking. That is the most affordable Nintendo Switch I could find. Instead of full price at $299, it's only $268.21. So if you're looking to pick up a Switch and you want to get the standard Switch, there's also the Switch Lite, which is more affordable, and the Switch OLED, which is more expensive. We'll talk about those later in the stream. But if you want to get the regular old Switch, the most affordable I could find it is in the gray. I can't believe March is almost over. And Starcat, thank you. You're so sweet. Let's see. Hello from the Other Site is a song reference parody, and I like it. Catnip Ninja, I like it. If you're watching on Amazon, it is currently the big spring deal. So there's a lot of big spring deals going on, especially if you're a Prime member. You'll get special Prime savings. But if you need to pick up an extra charger for your Switch, that's on a Prime deal right now. So instead of $15, you can get an extra charger. And again, this is the brick that plugs into the wall and then plugs into your Switch. You can pick that up right now for $11.69. I have actually purchased a couple extra chargers in my house because I have the charger that lives up here with my home streaming setup, and a different dock and charger that live downstairs in my living room. So this is the beauty of the Switch, right, is that it's so mobile. So if I want to play up here, I can just slide it in up here, and then I just take this downstairs, and I can slide it in the dock downstairs if I want to play downstairs, rather than having to, undo cable management, unzip tie everything, take a whole console downstairs. It's so much easier. It is so much easier. Bobo Go, thank you for the follow and welcome today. Catnip Ninja and the number 9, thank you for the resubs over on Twitch. Good to see you. RoE says, I need to get on Amazon to find a bigger computer monitor. 24 ain't enough. There's a 34-inch curved gaming monitor that I just talked about this morning on Amazon, on the show that I host for Amazon called Best Deals of the Week. That's on Big Spring Deal right now. If you want me to send you that information, hit me up on Discord and I'll send you the direct link to it. Let me know. But yes. Or you can find it yourself, whichever's easiest. Okay, also in fun Nintendo finds. So this mug that I use quite often to drink coffee on Nintendo Weeklies is normally $14.99, which is still a great price for a heat-changing Game Boy mug. It's so cute. I wish my hand was enough to change it, but you really need to put hot water in there to change it. But it lights up just like a Game Boy screen. It's really cute. It's normally $14.99. It is on deal right now for $11.99, or excuse me, $11.89. So if you wanted to get this heat-changing mug for yourself, or maybe as a gift for the person who loves retro games in your life, it's $11.89. So that is a great Prime spring deal that I found. Chicago says, I love that mug. Me too, and no joke, I run it through the dishwasher all the time. I know they say heat-changing mugs, traditionally you're not supposed to do that. I have had this mug for years. Yes, the heat changing still works. And also, yes, I put it in the dishwasher every time. In fact, I just took it out of the dishwasher this morning to bring it up here for Nintendo Weekly. So, huzzah, it can do the thing. Normally at a great price if you need expandable storage in your Nintendo Switch. The SanDisk cards little micro SD cards like I have right here. If I can take it out. There we go. These are normally on deal for under $20, but it still is. If you're looking for like cheap expandable memory for under $20, you can get 128 gigabytes right now for $17.50 roughly. I'm going to put that right back in here. And my favorite 1 terabyte card for the Nintendo Switch, which is by Lexar. That is on Big Spring Deal, 51% off its normal price. And that's honestly probably the card I have in this one. Let's see if I'm right. It is my favorite Switch card, so I'm going to guess. Oh, I have the 512 gigabyte version of that card, but also Lexar. The 1 terabyte is in my streaming Switch. I know, it's like, Trisha, how many Switches does one person need? But you know what? When you do what I do for a living, it's great to have it. It's great to have the options and the mobility. But yes, the Lexar card is a full 1 terabyte for just $63.88. Normally it's $130, but like I said, it's 51% off for Big Spring Deal right now. So if you want to add 1 terabyte of extra storage to your Nintendo Switch, that is how I recommend you do it. It's a great deal. Hey, I see that watch streak, Dante Bogdan. Thank you. RoE says, I didn't realize I wasn't in your Discord. Thank you so much. And yeah, welcome to the Discord. It's open to everybody. Anyone who wants to join, and you can ask me for any kind of like, we have a tech help section of the channel, or you can ping me if there's something in particular you're shopping for, and I'll see if I can find it for you. But yeah, ping me on there and I will send you the link to that monitor that was on sale if you'd like. Your wife has started saying huzzah now. I've been saying huzzah for a very long time. I feel like I get it from the Ren Fair vibes, which it's almost Ren Fair season. Everybody get excited. Jim Fife Jr., thank you so much for following over on Amazon. I appreciate you. Some other fun finds that I found in the Nintendo world. This one is on deal, and it's still a relatively new game. But if you caught the stream I did here on Twitch with my good buddy Felicia Day, we got to play some Lego Horizon Adventures, which is the Lego-fied version of the Horizon games. Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, but Lego'd. They're very funny, as all the Lego games are, and I feel like Switch is a great platform to play those games because it's so inherently good with local co-op and also games that the whole family can play together. Chicago says, my wife hears you say it so much now that it's part of her vernacular. Yay! I love that. I love that for all of us. And yes, Rachel, definitely go to the Ren Fair. It's starting really soon, the Southern California Renaissance Fair. Because I know you live very close to where I do, so you should go to the Ren Fair. I think I'll be going to the Ren Fair on April 19th if you want to join me there. If anyone goes to the Southern California Renaissance Fair, the 19th is when I got my tickets for. Okay, let's see. So yes, Lego Horizon Adventures is not its normal $60 price point. It's down to $40.49. So pretty much 20 bucks off. A really great game. So if you haven't played it yet, or you're looking to pick up a new co-op adventure that's fun for the whole family, definitely check out Lego Horizon Adventures for the Nintendo Switch at 33% off its normal price. Also, Sea of Stars is a completely beautiful game as well. That is $15 off right now. Sea of Stars is an indie game that you can get the physical edition for, or you can just get it digitally. But either way, it is an absolutely beautiful game, sold directly from the IM 8-bit store, but it's a turn-based RPG inspired by the classics, but with a modern look. Really, really gorgeous game. And the humor's on point, too. When we were streaming it, it was pretty funny. Okay, perfect. Rachel, hopefully I'll see you there. That's awesome. I love that. Speaking of seeing people there, if anyone is going to WonderCon tomorrow in Anaheim, I will be walking around WonderCon with the family and some friends. So if you're there and you see me, please feel free to say hi. I always love meeting folks that I may not have met before from the community. Or even if I did meet you before, it's good to meet you again or see you again. Okay. Other fun games, if you're looking for new games to add to your Nintendo Switch that are on deal right now, and like big deal, like less than $30. Neon White is a great indie game that is very fast-paced, really cool art style, really cool soundtrack, and that is $22.19 right now instead of its original retail price of $40. Really good deal. Just Dance 2025, for those that want to get rocking and rolling and moving, instead of its $50 price point, is all the way down to $24.97, so 50% off. And 2025 is the newest edition of Just Dance, so you're going to get some of the latest hits. In fact, I got it for my little man, because he's into that. And he didn't even know. He was like, I don't even know these songs, Mom, because they're so new. He doesn't even know them. Other great games for the Switch that are on deal right now. Cult of the Lamb is fantastic. I streamed it a whole bunch using the Twitch extension here when it first came out. And instead of $30, you can get it for the Switch for $19.93 right now. In this game, you basically get to run and manage your own cult of little sheep. Or lamb, I guess. Let's be more specific. But it's hilarious and highly recommend that one. It is rated T for teen, though. Don't be confused by the little sheep being so adorable. It is definitely rated T for teen. And then finally, Cuphead, which from a content perspective is rated E for everyone, but from a difficulty perspective, I would say is probably geared more towards older players, like teens or adults, because, ooh, you need some skills to be able to play Cuphead. It is an old school, like, end boss battle style or speedrunning platforming game. And I love it. The animation, the soundtrack, the story. I'm a huge Cuphead fan. I have a Cuphead themed controller mounted here on my back wall. Absolutely adore it. And that is only $19.93 right now. So if you haven't played it yet, you can pick it up now. Hello again, Joshua, an Amazon customer. Thank you for following. Also, with all the Assassin's Creed love going around right now for Assassin's Creed Shadows, if you're like feeling like you want to play some of the older Assassin's Creed games, Assassin's Creed The Rebel Collection is available right now on Nintendo Switch for $23.80. And it includes both Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag and Assassin's Creed Rogue, plus all the single-player DLC. So, if you want to play some Assassin's Creed on the Switch on the go, that is a great way to do it. And again, it's almost half off. It used to be $40, now it's down to $23.80. So that's a really, really good deal. The final game that I want to shout out, this one is not on deal in any way, but since so many of you in chat have been talking about how much you're loving the Apple TV show Severance, I actually have not seen the show at all, but I just recently read an article saying that if you've noticed similarities between Severance and the game The Stanley Parable, it's because the creators of Severance said that they were heavily inspired by The Stanley Parable. So if you've been watching and loving the show and you want to play The Stanley Parable, you can get The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe for Nintendo Switch for $29.99 right now if you want to check it out. Hey, Michelle, welcome to the live. Thank you for being here today. Joshua says, where's the Cuphead thing you have in the background? It's a Ms. Chalice controller, and it's actually, I don't know if you can see the yellow controller. It's on the floor. I don't want to get up so you just have a chair stream for a while, but yes, I have a Ms. Chalice yellow controller right back there that I show off sometimes on this show on Nintendo Weekly. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Nintendo news or Nintendo news for the week, because there was a surprise Nintendo Direct yesterday announcing lots of different things. And so they announced over 25 games that are coming soon to the Nintendo Switch, gave us a little preview of them. Some of the biggest news that we got to see. Joshua says, I didn't even get to watch it. Okay, well, that's all right. I'm going to give you the synopsis now for anyone that didn't get a chance. RoE, you can DM me on Discord, or you can put it in the Tech Help channel of the Discord. Either one is great. Either one's awesome. Okay, one of the biggest announcements that they had was the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes, excuse me. So I've been talking a lot about the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. That is now already out. It's gorgeous. Highly recommend. There's been some really nice UI improvements. And they had forecasted when they said, we're doing this HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest 3, we're also going to give the same treatment to Dragon Quest 1 and 2. So now that was finally announced as part of yesterday's Nintendo Direct. And it's going to be released sometime in 2025, which is awesome, like right around the corner. But if you haven't played Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake, that is the beginning of the story. So It's not like it doesn't go in order 1, 2, 3 in terms of the story. It goes 3, 1, 2, I think. But 3 is definitely the first part of the story. So that's why they re-released the HD 2D remakes in that order. So again, if you like turn-based old school RPGs, if you like brought to the modern day with modern lighting effects, pixelated graphics, which honestly I think are just stunning, I would highly encourage you to check out Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake now, and then check out 1 and 2 when they come out. And 3 HD 2D Remake is $10 off its usual price right now. Tyneek says Dragon Quest II is a grind. I hope they improve it. Tyneek, have you played 3 HD 2D Remake with the combat UI improvements? Because it's actually really good. You can set it so that you manually control everyone like you did in the originals, or you can set it on kind of an auto battler for some characters, or you can set it for auto battler for all characters, and you can speed up the combat if you want. So the grindy parts feel way less grindy. Way, way, way less grindy. I actually think it was a really good improvement for modern day gamers that don't want to do all of that kind of tedious battle after battle after battle that can feel very repetitive. Anyway, I think they did a great job with it. I've gotten to play a couple hours of 3 HD 2D Remake, and I like the improvements they made, so I'm really looking forward to 1 and 2. All right, they also announced Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. They showed a gameplay trailer for it yesterday, showcasing different environments and Samus unlocking psychic abilities, which was cool. New suit as well, but not fully revealed. It was just kind of teased. And we have a 2025 release window, but no exact date announced yet. If you want to get in the Metroid, like if this news gets you in the Metroid spirit, Metroid Dread is one of my favorite games ever released for Nintendo Switch. It is not for kids. It is very scary. Rated T for teens, and also pretty challenging. Metroid Prime Remastered, of course, is also available. You're going to AwesomeCon next weekend, ACTC? That sounds awesome. And when people are putting DQ3 and DQ2 in chat, you're reading DQ as Dairy Queen. You know, it's almost warm enough out to be thinking of Dairy Queen on the regular. But for right now, it's going to be Dragon's Quest, since this is Nintendo Weekly. They also gave us a gameplay trailer yesterday for Pokemon Legends ZA. Yay, new Pokemon game. Again, showcasing more environments. There's a Royale battle system explained. It's a ranking system where you battle from rank Z through rank A, which is kind of cool. And the winner gets a wish granted, but we don't know what the wish is just yet. They are looking at a 2025 release window for this as well, but no exact launch date for that one. We also got to see yesterday, there were so many things that they announced, a look at Tamagotchi Life, Living the Dream, which is the first new Tamagotchi entry in 10 years. And it's essentially Sims, but for Switch, but also a little weirder. If you can think like Sims, but make it a little wackier, and make it featuring your little me characters, that's what Tamagotchi Life is, and it is wild. It's coming in 2026. Let's see. Joshua says Metroid Dread. Are you talking about Metroid Dread? You said it's definitely for kids. Just imagine them as cartoon characters. I would highly recommend games like Pokemon Legends ZA and Tamagotchi Life, but Pokemon Legends ZA definitely for the kiddos out there. You're so behind on Pokemon, Starcat. Your last Pokemon was for 3DS. You are behind. I'm only caught up because of my son, honestly. Honestly, that's why I'm caught up. What else did they tell us yesterday? Yesterday, they also let us know, oh, this is wild. The Rhythm Heaven they talked about, but they also let us know about virtual game cards for the Nintendo Switch. So now there will be a new system for when you digitally purchase and download a game, you will get a digital game card. So let me see. Do I have a game card in here right now? So unlike these physical game cards, when you buy a physical copy of the game, right, you can take out your game card, put it in another Switch, they can play it no problem, put it back in this Switch, you're good. But it wasn't that easy to share digital games before. In fact, it's been very difficult to share digital games before, but now you will get a digital game card that you can lend out to friends for up to 2 weeks at a time. Now, you can only play that game on one Switch at a time, so if you lend your virtual game card to somebody else, you won't be able to play it. Only they would be able to play it because they have the virtual game card. But yeah, essentially you can eject and load games onto your console. This feature is supposed to arrive next month in an update. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. And you'll need Nintendo Switch Online to access online to be able to eject and load them. So Nintendo Switch Online is $19.99 for the year for one account. But yeah, this is very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out once this update gets here. Right now, I only, like my personal experience, I only share digital games throughout my Nintendo family group, which I don't know that sharing via digital cards is going to be any easier or less complicated than it currently is within the family group, but it will certainly make it easier for sending games or sharing games with friends who are not in your family group. And Sweet Bry says, yes, that's correct. Right now, you can only share within your family group. So that's all I've ever tried to do, and that process, not gonna lie, is a little convoluted. But it sounds like this virtual game card process is also going to be a little convoluted. But yay for allowing people to share games with people outside their family group, which is cool. Okay. And then finally, I'm very excited to download this. I tried to download it yesterday, but it wasn't available on Android yet when I looked for it. There is a new app called Nintendo Today, which is a new app from Nintendo that's going to tell you news, comics, activities, etc. from Nintendo on the daily. It's available for iOS and Android supposedly as of yesterday. You do need a Nintendo account to sign into it, but it is a free app. So that's cool. Yeah, Paolo says it's available now. I'm going to download it as soon as this stream is over. Oh, Sweet Bry, you were seeing if the new feature you can only share within your family group. I don't think that's the case. I think you can share outside your family group. But it has to be someone you're Nintendo friends with. And then if after 14 days it comes back to you automatically if the person doesn't send it back to you. So you lend out for 2 weeks and then it automatically comes back to you. But yes, Nintendo Today is a free app that's out now for those of you that need the latest and greatest from Nintendo. Maybe you missed a Nintendo Weekly and you didn't get filled in on this show. That's a great way to do it. Also, breaking news as of this morning, as of just less than 3 hours ago this morning, Nintendo used this app, the Nintendo Today app, to announce that there will be a live-action Legend of Zelda film releasing in theaters March 26th, 2027. Breaking news! I have no idea what a live-action Legend of Zelda film is going to look like. Will Link talk? Like, this is... I have a million questions, but one question that we have an answer to is that it's releasing March 26th, 2027. Pay attention to the Nintendo Today app if that's something you're interested in following. Rachel says, wow, what? I know. This is fresh off the Nintendo Today app presses. Very big deal. And then a reminder to everyone that April 2nd, just next week, is another Nintendo Direct specifically focusing on the Switch 2. So we're going to get a more in-depth look and hopefully the full rundown of the Switch 2, when it's coming out, what it entails from a hardware standpoint. Now, that airs at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I sadly will be sleeping and then getting my son out the door for school, so I will not be able to watch it when it first goes live. However, later that morning, probably around 8:30 or 9 a.m. Pacific time, I am going to go live, and I know I can't rebroadcast the Direct per Nintendo's rules, but if we all start the replay at the same time, you can watch it along with me, whether it's a rewatch for you or a first-time watch for you. It'll be my first time watching it, so you'll get to see my genuine hot takes and reactions. So we shall see. I'm very excited for the Nintendo Direct on April 2nd, and we've got a lot of Nintendo news this week. BoboGo in chat says, when Legend of Zelda came out, it was totally unique in that the cartridge could hold game info. The gold color was also cool. I had the gold colored cartridge and it was amazing, and I'm not wearing them today, but I actually have gold cartridge Legend of Zelda earrings that I bought off Etsy. Someone made them out of clay, but they're the gold Legend of Zelda cartridge and put on earrings. Now that you said that, I wish I had them on today. But yes, lots of very, very exciting Nintendo news right now. This is an exciting time to be a Nintendo fan and to be a Nintendo gamer. This is a great time. Okay, new releases that are coming. I do want to quickly shout out Hello Kitty Island Adventure. The digital version of the game is already out, but if you did want to get the deluxe edition, that is available on Amazon. I guess it just came out. It just came out a few days ago. I'm so used to saying you can pre-order it now, but it actually just came out, and it comes with the deluxe edition comes with 3 deluxe bundles. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is a really, really cute and cozy life sim. There's crafting, there's farming, there's all that you would expect. Plus, it's got Hello Kitty. So for the Hello Kitty fans out there, especially if you're a cozy life sim fan, you do not want to sleep on this one. Happy Friday, DJ Hallowed. Thank you for being here today. Dun, dun, dun. You had the gold cartridge too, the SNES one and Ocarina of Time. I only had the NES Zelda cartridge, not the Super NES, because I never had a Super NES. My parents said, no, you play too many games already. You don't need that. That's what my parents said. Okay, and then in terms of Nintendo and gaming anniversaries going on right now, Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 are having an anniversary right now. So Kingdom Hearts, the first one, is having its 23rd anniversary in Japan. It was originally released March 28th of 2002 for the PlayStation 2 in Japan. Then it was later released in North America in September of 2002. And Kingdom Hearts 2, the 19th anniversary in North America, originally released December 22nd, 2005 in Japan for PS2, then released in March 2006 for North America. Both are available in the Nintendo eShop if you want to play them on Nintendo Switch. I am a very big Kingdom Hearts fan. I know it's funny. I feel like people are pretty polarized. But this Keyblade that I have right in the background of my set is actually available on Amazon for any collectors out there who want to get it. It is made out of real metal. Do not swing it around. It is a prop replica. It is not meant to be used as an actual Keyblade. This is Trisha's safety disclaimer for the day. But if you are a Kingdom Hearts fan, it's a really, really cool collector piece, and I highly recommend it. So yes, the Keyblade is back there. Joshua says, I'm going to swing it around. You know, you do you, boo, but there might be some consequences. That's what I would say about that. Not for me. I just, trying to give everybody that disclaimer, because some people think it's like a toy, and I'm like, oh, that's not a toy. That is a display piece is what that is. But again, if you wanted to get Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2, since it's their anniversary, you can get them right now for the Nintendo Switch via the Nintendo eShop. And for those of you who are watching on Amazon, there are Nintendo eShop gift cards in all different amounts. Whether you're getting it for yourself, you're getting it as a gift for a friend, you'll be good to go. And then I know I talked about it kind of at the beginning of the stream, but there are different types of Nintendo Switches, whether you want to get the original Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch OLED, which you can see has a slightly larger screen, and overall is slightly larger. Also, the kickstands on them are different, and the dock for the OLED model allows for an Ethernet port, whereas this one does not. It's wireless only. So if those things are important to you, you want the bigger screen, you want to get the latest and greatest, the most affordable I could find, the Nintendo Switch OLED model, is $329. So instead of $349, it's $329, $20 discount. Not so bad. Starcat says, why is this broken? Trisha told me to swing this metal prop, I swear. No, I did not. No, I did not. All right, folks, that wraps up all of our Nintendo news. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that wraps up all of our Nintendo news, our Nintendo deals, and now it's time to get into some gameplay. So I'm going to leave it up to those of you in chat, whether you want to see, we've got two options. Would you like to see Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom today, where we get to play as Zelda using our echoes? We can make echoes of things she encounters in the world to solve puzzles and get through combat encounters. Or we can play Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This is all in celebration of the live action movie news, you know. Tears of the Kingdom is the sequel to the acclaimed Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom is a great game. Even on its own, it's not like it's like, oh man, the first one was so good and then the sequel is very meh. No, the sequel is also very good. I have not beaten either of them, so I am down to play either of them right now on stream. Just in case you haven't seen them and you want to see them, we're going to get some Nintendo time in. If you're watching on Twitch right now, I'm going to put a poll in chat. Which game on stream today? Will it be Echoes of Wisdom or will it be Tears of the Kingdom? We've got options, but both Legend of Zelda options. All right, I'm going to put that in a 2-minute poll at the top of chat. And if you're watching on Amazon, you can just type in your answer. Bobogo says, I haven't seen either, so okay, perfect. Joshua, no Doom on Amazon Live. I know you said just kidding. But yeah, no on Amazon Live. We can't do that. Everything has to be family friendly on Amazon Live. So Legend of Zelda is kind of the perfect franchise, one of the perfect franchises. Nintendo has a lot of family friendly franchises, so it's very easy to pick games. But I actually don't have Kingdom Hearts 3 for the Switch. Karen, I don't have it. Mario Party Jamboree, I'm waiting on, but I don't have it yet. Karen, I see you spamming KH3, and I'm going to politely ask you please not to spam in chat. Darthwing Game says, it's a me, a Mario. Wahoo! You know, I totally wahooed in answer to the news when I saw it on Instagram about the Nintendo Today app. Is both an option? But if both is your option, no need to vote, right? So let's see. It looks like the votes are coming in now while we are getting that ready. Ooh, it's very close between Echoes of Wisdom and Tears of the Kingdom. While we are doing that, I'm just going to get our Switch ready. All right, let's do it. And I'm going to use my Joy-Cons today to play. But I'm going to put them in the little holder they come with. Okay. Brilliant. Get those votes in, everybody. All right. Here we go. I see Chicago voted for Tears of the Kingdom. Is Amazon going to be the... I'm like, hold on. Darthwing on Amazon, you just have to type it into chat. I see an Echoes of Wisdom. I see a Tears of the Kingdom. And so that's one of each on Amazon. So it's not... Alan typed Echoes of Wisdom. Okay, so that means that Echoes of Wisdom is our winner today. That's what we're going to play here on Nintendo Weekly. But you know what? Next Nintendo Weekly, it could be something different. We don't know. But Echoes is our winner for today. So let me go ahead and get that ready for us. Echoes of Wisdom is an adorable game that you can get right now for Nintendo Switch. Okay. Boop. Okay. 1 by 1 vote. Orion says, I think I might have been the tiebreaker vote. You might have been. Pick up on our last save. Yes, please. Darthwing Games, you are welcome to lurk. An Amazon customer, thank you so much for following. Okay, Joshua, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so I believe where we were looking to go when we left off last time on Nintendo Weekly, I'm going to zoom out from the map. You can see kind of the fog here of the areas we haven't been to yet. So I think we need to follow this road to the north through the Hyrule field and then make a left to head up this way towards the lands of the goddess. That's where we're going next. All right, let's make it happen, friends. Oh, I don't need that pin there. Remove pin. Okay. Now, I could have borrowed a horse here. Maybe we should borrow a horse just to... Oh, yes. I'm gonna... Thank you. just to make us... Oh, hey, little crow. That key you got is real important to me. Now be a good little birdie and fork it over. Oh, no. Let me know, by the way, folks, if you need the game a little louder or a little quieter. This is really cute 3D graphics. Oh, hi, Cher. How are you? Good to see you in chat, my friend. Yeah. You hear me, little crow? I promise I won't be mad if you give it back now. Why, you little... I know you can hear me. You ignoring me? The great Dompe, the most genius inventor in all of Hyrule? Stop being a pest and give me my key. It's all for nothing if I don't get that key back. Okay. You wanna, like, tell me what's up, sir? Oh! I wanted to talk to you. Pesky Crow stole a very important clockwork key of mine. If I don't get that key back, I won't even know what to do with myself. Alright, so I guess we just need to have a friend that can take out the crow. Let's put... let's do this friend. Okay. So I made echoes of other birds I had seen, and that helped us. Thank you for defeating that wily crow and getting me my key. I was so busy being angry with that crow that I forgot about introductions. I'm Dompe, the most genius inventor in all of Hyrule. I've spent decades refining my skills in automation, crafting, and now I'm the best engineer out there. Well, I suppose being the only automation engineer also makes me the best. Anyway, you seem pretty tough. Got much experience defeating monsters? Maybe this little lady is the one to really make the most of my inventions. That settles it then. Swing on by my house later. I'll give you a little treat for helping me out. I live out in the middle of nowhere, so I'll mark it on your map. My house is real funky. You can't miss it. Well, I'm headed that way now. See ya! Alright, where is it on the map? Okay, first let's get my money back that the crow stole before it disappears. We can use our ponytail to trim the grass, which I always think is very fun. You know Zelda games are always about gardening at heart. Okay, let's look at our map. Here we go. That's the engineer's house. So what I'd like to do is go back and get our horse, still head up this way, and when we get a warp point up here, I might warp back down to this area just to see if I have any upgrades I need to do before we get into any further danger. Here's the road north I wanted to follow. I'm trying to stay on the road just so we don't get lost. Continue on. Oh, there's a friend though. Should we talk to this friend? Yeah, we don't know this friend. You can borrow a horse at Hyrule Ranch to the southwest. They eat carrots from my patch, so they're as healthy as can be. Oh, I mean, I have a horse. Should my horse eat some carrots while I go inspect whatever's hiding down here? Oh, you can summon it with a carrot echo. I think we're just about to, like, find that now. Maybe. Maybe I need that at some point. Do I think the new Switch will improve current Switch games? I mean, there will probably be some measure of upscaling just because the new Switch is supposed to have nicer hardware. So it probably will look slightly better, yeah. That would be my guess. But again, we don't actually know anything about the hardware of the new Switch for a while. Yeah, I just got a rental horse at the stable. Maybe I was supposed to get... a different horse? I don't know. Oh, we got a smoothie guy. Hey, smoothie guy. Let's make some smoothies. Have I spoken to Impa about horses? I don't know if I have. No, I haven't been back in a while to speak to Impa, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I could make bubble kelp. This is all underground stuff. I keep not making smoothies because I don't really know what I'm gonna need. Mango sounds great. A tough mango smoothie would be a mango and a mango. A mango and a golden egg? I don't know what that does. Let's try it out. Salty milk is the best. Health and magic. All right, I'll make a salty milk smoothie. Michelle, have a good rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. And Geeka, welcome to the stream today. So instead of potions, Zelda drinks smoothies to feel better and to get boosts. Cyclone Shatter, yes. If you redeem a Game On request, it gives you more. A golden tough smoothie. It gives you a bigger piece of the pie on the spin wheel. Okay. So we got that. You said a salty milk smoothie. I haven't made that one yet. New smoothies. Your smoothie. A salted milky smoothie. Let's see what we still need. I might make a couple more of those. Mixed climbing smoothie we have. I just don't know what we're gonna need in this next section. So you know what? We'll leave him here. Come back soon. Okay, as soon as I find a warp point, we'll go talk to you.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
Hey, Disco Cobra just gifted 10 subs on the channel. My goodness, thank you so much. I hope you took advantage of the gift bundles going on right now. I think it's 35% off on Twitch to gift subs, which is awesome. CB says, real talk, smoothies have healing properties. Full stop. Hashtag change my mind. I'm not going to change your mind. I'm totally on board with that. The waypoint has been recorded. Okay, so we are over there. We're close to where we need to be. So let's go talk to Impa. Sorry, horse. I'm just leaving the poor horse out there. Out there on their lonesome. Astro Banshee, you're having a smoothie right now. I'm jealous. I actually have been awake since 5:30 this morning and have not had breakfast yet. So I'm very jealous of your smoothie. Okay. Hello. Welcome, you two. Princess, is there a way I can assist you? I don't think...
Hi.
For whatever reason, I thought Impa was in here.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can upgrade anything. Need something? No. What do I want to enhance? Okay. I could enhance my sword, my bow, my bombs, or I think I want to enhance my energy. More Link energy would be great. So this is when Zelda has the ability to transform into Link. Astro Banshee says I wasn't even conscious at 5:30 a.m. It's been an early morning. Okay, energy gauge is now level 4. We do have 14 more power crystals, so I could upgrade my bombs. Let's do it. Where is Impa? Oh, Impa's at the castle. Okay. I think it's been a bit since I've been back to the castle. Bombs of Might are now level 2. While in Sword Fighter form, press A to pull out a bomb. Hold A to charge the bomb, transforming it into a bomb chew. The bomb chew will rush forward and can also run up walls and ceilings. You can also use ZL to strategically target the direction you send the bomb chew. All right, that's great. This was a good stop. Thank you. All right, now I guess we'll stop by the castle. And then we're gonna go clear out some darkness. And then I'll actually have a special guest joining the stream. Ooh, Friday surprise. Who's the Echo? Wait, what? How do I begin to narrow this down? Your Highness, I was just muttering to myself. I suppose I could confide in you, Princess Zelda. My name is Beecher. General Wright asked me to look into a highly sensitive matter. You see, after the rift was mended, we noticed there was one extra soldier in Castletown. General Wright believes this to mean that one of them is an echo hidden among our ranks. So he asked me to see if any of the soldiers seemed suspicious. But my investigation has hit a wall. When I started looking at them more closely, they all seemed suspicious. You are not a soldier, so I know you're not the echo. Could you help me figure this out? Sure. Thank you so much. I've been tying myself in knots over this, I tell you. Nikki, do I play games off stream? Yes, I do. I play a lot of games, mostly on stream on Twitch, but I play them off stream as well. Either with my son or with my husband, because when I'm playing just by myself, I usually stream it, because why not? Do I have a coffee? I do not. You're so... CP, no, I do not. If you are an Amazon Prime member, though, and you are watching the stream on Twitch as well, you could subscribe to the Twitch channel, and that financially helps out. At this point, I'm so mixed up that I'm seeing echoes everywhere I look. Okay, one soldier too many.
Yeah.
Hello, Princess Zelda. Suspicious soldiers. This is awkward to admit, but I might be the one you're looking for. The other day I broke my lance when I was training. When it happened, I yelped in shock. The soldiers around me looked really annoyed. Did one of them report me or something? If it makes a difference, I was able to go and get my lance replaced the same day. I even got some new armor too, which is great. My old set was pretty beat up from training. Alright, I don't think that is who we need. I'm gonna guess Impa's actually in the castle. Hey, Sergeant Nobody, how are you today? We're going to visit Dad. Here we go, here she is. My dear princess, are you feeling weary from all of the traveling you've been doing? The land of Hyrule is vast after all. Traveling on foot must take quite a bit of time. To that end, I have news. The past few years, your loyal Impa has been raising you a steed. Of course, when I first began nurturing the foal, I had no idea you'd set off on such adventures. Well, now you have a loyal steed. I'm sure she'll be a wonderful partner on your travels. Your mare is being cared for at Hyrule Ranch, just on the west side of Hyrule Field. So please, ask after her when you've got a spare moment. I'll let the ranchers know to expect you. All right, thank you for the tip on the horse. So we'll have to go, okay. Princess, watch out, ghosts. Huh? I'm not a ghost, I'm Tri. Oh, you're not? My apologies. Okay, if this guy can see Tri, though, that's suspicious. Okay, I think that's who our sus guard is. That gamer share! Thank you. Appreciate it, my friend. I have a question. Why do all soldiers wear the same clothes? An excellent question. We do this to bring peace of mind to everyone who sees us. If we were all dressed differently, the people might not know we were soldiers. Oh, it's so people know who's protecting them. I think I get it now. Okay, well, multiple soldiers can see Tri, so... I guess that's not sus then. Oh, he's not an option? Okay. Nothing amiss. Nothing unusual here. Good day. Suspicious soldiers? No, I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary. Best of luck. Wow, the princess just talked to me. I'm so lucky. Greetings, Princess Zelda. I can't say I've seen anyone acting suspicious. I keep a close eye on things here, so I think it's safe to say there's no one like that in the castle. Okay, so these are our hint that it's no one in the castle. Nothing to report, says the dude up there. Well, let's go see if we can... I'm gonna make some echoes of water and swim up here. Greetings, Princess Zelda. I haven't seen anything unusual around here. Don't you worry, if I see anyone suspicious, I'll take them out myself. Okay. So not there. Looking for soldiers. I mean, could it be any of these? Yep. I'm too close to the wall. Yep. Okay. Can I help you? Suspicious soldiers? Wish I could help, but I haven't seen any, right? Fair travels. Okay. All clear?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is the guy who broke his lance. I don't think it's him. SK, thank you so much for the follow over on Amazon. Got it covered. Let's talk to this guy. What's cooking? Nope, everyone's on the up and up as far as I can tell, but if someone starts acting out, you bet I'll give them what for. Okay, maybe this side. Well, if it isn't the princess, how are you? Nope, haven't noticed anyone acting suspicious. All I've noticed is that it feels a bit crowded, like there's more of us than it used to be. Why do you ask, if I may? An extra soldier, so it really is more crowded. Every soldier needs their own equipment, and all our armor and weaponry is managed at the barracks. I'd suggest going to the barracks to ask if there's any equipment unaccounted for. Okay. And the barracks are... Is this the barracks? It has a shield on it. Yes, this is the barracks. Something I can help with? Missing equipment?
What?
You want to know if any equipment's gone missing? Nope, all accounted for, except, there was that set of damaged equipment a soldier gave me. I had set it outside to be disposed of, but I don't recall anyone actually getting rid of it. I hate to say this, but someone could have taken it. Your Highness, it's Beecher again. You came to ask about the equipment too? Ha! 2 steps ahead of me. Beecher, what's going on? The princess and I are investigating whether one of the soldiers in Castletown is an echo. What? If it were true, it would follow that there's a missing set of equipment. Right. I was speaking with the princess about that. There is one set of equipment missing, one we set outside for disposal. I see. That's worrisome. A missing set of damaged equipment and an extra soldier in Castletown. What do you make of it, Princess Zelda? The Echo took it. Oh, should I say right's the Echo? Let's say the Echo took it.
Hi.
Yes, exactly my thought. Someone stole the equipment and slipped in among the soldiers. The equipment that's missing is a used set that another soldier traded in. Meaning, it should show signs of damage. Find the damaged equipment, and you've got the Echo. Time to bring this interloper and their dinged-up gear to General Wright. For accuracy's sake, Princess Zelda, let's confirm with each other who we think it is. Remember, our suspect is a suspicious soldier with damaged equipment. Okay. Suspicious soldier with damaged equipment. I mean, this guy's doesn't have a spearhead. I mean, maybe he's not really acting suspicious other than that. But everyone else has a spearhead on theirs. This person has another side quest for us. Have you ever seen a Zole? Round and wiggly and super cute. Maybe if I could look at a Zole. Alright, I probably have one for you. Round and wiggly and super cute. Oh, there's a Zole. That's it, that's one. Just like the picture in my encyclopedia. There's even Zoles that are like candles. Okay, got that one too. This is gonna be like such a nice side quest to complete because I already have all these guys. Zoles are monsters, but they're interesting. Now I like Zoles even more. I think I need a glass of water. Yeah, you want the Hydrozol. I've got that one too. There's your Hydrozol. You know, I'm all about getting things done efficiently here. Aaron in chat says, I'm shopping on Amazon and I see Trisha. This brings me back to SourceFed. I hope you're doing well. Ah. Thank you, Aaron. I am doing well. I get to host some shows here on Amazon, and sometimes I stream on my own. And right now, I'm live on Twitch and Amazon. Thank you for saying hi. It has been many moons since SourceFed, but I'm always happy to reconnect with folks that watched my content during that era. So, yeah, anytime you want to hang out, you are welcome to. And thanks for saying what's up. All right. Yes, the Hydrozol, we got it. Okay, anything else this kid wants, or are we finally completing this? Oh, they want a huge Hydrozol? All right, I guess I don't have that yet. I think this is our sus guard. As you were. I'm gonna go check in and say that's who it is.
Yeah.
I sure did. Oh, I gotta put water on the hydrosol? Where did you see? Near the wall, near the fountain, near the barracks. Or in the barracks. Oh, you one of these guys. No, near the well. The lance was damaged. Princess Zelda, I wasn't expecting you to be here. What do I owe the pleasure? General Wright, sir. I asked the princess to aid in my investigation, and we found the culprit. Is that so? Well, with her discerning eye, it's no wonder our princess would be able to... You what? By whose authority did you trouble the princess with this? Not mine, that's for sure. Sorry. After searching for the echo for a while, I got paranoid. I didn't know who else to trust. I can see how the task would have won jumping at the shadows. Your Highness, I expressly did not want to burden you with this, but it seems we needed your help in the end. Deepest apologies. Beecher, you said you pinpointed the echo? Bring them here. Yes, sir. OG SourceFed era was another time. Yeah. It couldn't exist now. Hi from Panama. Good to see you, Grumpy. Is it Grumpy Party? I love it. Here's our culprit. Howdy do. Nice to... Whoa, hold on. What do you mean, culprit? The damaged lance proves it. You stole the equipment and pretended to be a soldier. Why? Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I just saw how much the soldiers helped people out around here. It made me want to be one of you, so pretended I was. Excuse me, that was why? See, I was visiting my buddy in Castletown when the rift popped up. I was so scared I couldn't move, but then a soldier came and saved my hide. It made me feel so, safe. And I realized that I want to be that guy, the guy who makes people feel safe. I understand, but, well, how should I put this? You've got the makings of a soldier. Pardon, sir? It's true. You should not have pretended to be a soldier. That can damage people's trust in us. Oh, geez, I didn't think about that. So not what I meant to do. That said, your enthusiasm for helping others, your unyielding resolve, both essential traits for a protector of Hyrule. What's your name, son? My name's Capnut. If you are truly set on becoming a soldier, Capnut, I can discuss it with the King of Hyrule. What? You mean it? That'd be awesome! I mean, thank you, sir. General Wright, with all due respect, he's totally untrained, totally untested. Beecher, please. Training and experience are easily gained. Spirit is not. Besides, if he could evade the attention of veteran soldiers, the boy must have some skill. That's not to say he'll have it easy. I'll give him even more training drills than the rest of you. I see. In that case, I do not envy this Capnut kid. Isn't that great? We're a team now, Beach. Can I call you Beach? Please don't. We really have to fix the way you address your superiors. Princess Zelda, I can't thank you enough for your help. Please accept this with my gratitude. Oh, I didn't think we were going to get a golden egg out of this. Score. Now, time for us to take our leave. Capnut, your first training drill. Run from here to the castle. Yes, sir. So cute. And another side quest completed. All right, I am going to pause and save us here in Hyrule Castletown. Folks, this is going to wrap us up for today's episode of Nintendo Weekly. If you're watching on Amazon, I will say goodbye for now. The next time I will be live streaming on Amazon is most likely next week at some point. If you follow the Amazon Live channel and turn on notifications, you'll know next time I'm live. And if you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned because I've got a special surprise coming right after the break. All right, I will see you all in a bit. Whatever you decide to do with the rest of your day, if this is goodbye, have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Okay, everybody, I am back. Thank you for your patience as I switch things over from the Amazon Nintendo side to our next guest, and I'll do the setup live. I'm still learning how Stream Together works, so I'm sure you'll bear with me while we do that, but the surprise guests today are the folks from Wicked Fox Games, the developers of Rise of Elements, the game that I play character in. I'm so excited. They offered to give us an update on Cordelia and what's going on with her. So I was like, hey, let's do it. Hi, Delta Ford. How are you? It is a party. IssaQ party. I love it. Okay, let me go ahead and see if we can get some of the kind devs in here. Ba, ba, ba. I'm going to join the session. Okay, let's see how we can do this. All right, y'all probably want my camera on here. So let's do that.
Love your camera.
Yay, love the camera. All right, and let me make sure I can get your audio in here for my chat. Okay. How's everybody doing today?
We're doing well. Yeah, doing excellent.
Perfect.
Sarah just came back from GDC, so lots of research.
All right, let's see here. Browser source. All right. Okay, yay. I have everybody in here. And let me just see here if on this browser source, control audio via OBS. Hopefully we won't have an echo and you'll still be able to hear everybody. Can y'all say something for me?
Sure, let's test.
They are not. No, audio is not working. Yeah, the devs are really quiet. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let me see what it's listed as here. Okay, I'm going to try putting on my headset and having your audio routed through my headset and see if that's an easier way to do this. Okay, so let me get you all coming through here, and then one moment. Now let's see. All right, I have one more thing I can try. Okay, try saying something again.
Testing.
Testing. Okay, they can hear you now, I think. I'm getting levels now, so I think we're good to go. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Oh, I see. Look at this. I've never used this before. Thank you for introducing me to stream together.
It's the future. I know. I was, when we were looking at it yesterday, I was like, this is wonderful. It's so much easier to incorporate everyone.
Right? Okay, cool. Well, thank you all for generously volunteering your time to give us an update on Cordelia and what's going on with Rise of Elements. We can both see both chats, I think. So, IQ, I hope you're having a great day as well. So chat, if you have any questions for the devs, let us know. But I want to know what's going on lately with Rise of Elements. I know, congratulations, the Kickstarter fully funded, so that's super exciting.
Yay!
Yeah, we're stoked about it. It's exciting because now we can get Cordelia in. We got development going on with her. We're starting to rig her up. We have our wonderful animator Deb Saez, and she is getting Cordelia all ready to bring her to life. So that's really exciting. I can share some art if you want to do that, or we want to stay pretty casual.
No, I would love to see new art if you have new art. And just for anyone in chat who might be like, Cordelia, who's Cordelia? Cordelia is the name of the character that I get to play in Rise of Elements. And so if you've been here for any of the streams where we talked about Rise of Elements, you were all instrumental in helping pick like some phrases, hair color. And so thank you all for all of your input. But I love this because Wicked Fox Games has been so nice to kind of make this a cool communal thing. And Eardle, thank you for linking the Rise of Elements Kickstarter link in there as well. So like I said, fully funded, but stretch goals I think are still going. And I am in the same boat as a lot of people watching this right now, that I've seen kind of preliminary artwork, preliminary lore, with the understanding that the game is still definitely in the early stages of development and still progressing. So anything you have new to share, let's do it.
All right. So let's see. I am going to share my screen. Make sure I share the right screen because that would be embarrassing.
Congrats to
Joy
all.
Park is our art lead, and she made an adorable little chibi of Cordelia. Isn't she just the best?
She
So
is the
perky.
best.
So that's her sticker is gonna be available in our sticker pack for the in one of the reward tiers, and we also turned her into no spoilers. 1 second. We also turned her into an enamel pin that you can
Cute.
get if you are interested in enamel pins, which I love to make. And then here is her splash art that Noelle
Ah!
Noelle did. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. So like she's being all awesome. I don't know if I can say badass.
I mean,
But
I
just
generally keep
kick
the
butt
language
on the show.
family
Sorry.
friendly. Kick butt is
Sorry.
great. She's very kick butt.
Yeah. Sorry.
That art is so cool, though.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It is
I
really
love
cool.
like all of her, like she has like this scales and everything, so she's very much in the water with all of her inventions and her fish friends, ready to challenge all of our other champions.
Yeah. Okay. And so when you say splash art, help us out here. Where will this
Sorry.
be found in the game? Like, apart from just being what I want as my new desktop wallpaper, where will this be
Right.
found in game?
Which it will also be available, a 4K wallpaper, for when we have reach our social goals. But it's also going to be, rotate on the main screen of the game. And Terry, can you share a little bit more about any other places that we are going to be
Yes.
putting our splash art?
Yes, I can. So, I mean, it's kind of similar to League of Legends, actually. And when I designed this game, I loved League of Legends, and I was working on Candy Crush, actually, in London. And I was so sick of making basic match threes that I'm like, well, maybe I can merge these two things together, and it would be really fun. And that's how
Yeah.
the game came about, actually. So you'll see a lot of elements of both throughout the game, and one of the elements, similar to League, is that when you're loading in, you'll see kind of a splash of the character. Currently, you see them like kind of coming at the screen, but that's just parts of their splash taken and then kind of loaded in as you're trying to like get to the game board.
Cool.
So yours will be the same. You'll see her when you're loading into the game. You'll also see her in the store. There's like an about page. It's called store, but we don't have anything to buy yet. But you can see details about Cordelia, where she came from, what her past is, what her abilities are, and her skills. Those will all be in the character section. So you'll see it quite throughout the game.
That's so awesome.
I realized that we jumped in. We're so excited about sharing about Cordelia that we didn't introduce ourselves. So I apologize about that. I am Lahela Schessler. I am the creative lead here at Wicked Fox.
And I am Terry Redfield, and I am the CEO of Wicked Fox. I run the company and just generally drive creative direction with my co-founder Carrie, who does all the engineering and a bunch of the social type stuff. So we're a women-led company. We got a lot of ladies in lead positions. I think
Woo,
most of them
woo, woo.
actually are ladies, including the very talented, lovely, my creative lead Hella here. So yeah.
Awesome.
last
Well,
thing-
I love it. I know it was funny when I first announced that I was going to be helping out with Rise of Elements with Wicked Fox Games. I already had community members that were like, I'm sorry, Wicked Fox Games? I love Wicked Fox Games. So, like, there were already community overlap, which is so exciting.
I love it.
Yeah, we've had a lot of support from the gamer community, from the dev community. It's been really exciting, especially throughout the Kickstarter, just seeing all this pouring out of love and support from the whole community has been really heartwarming.
Let's
Yeah,
go
we were
indie
getting stopped at
games.
GDC. Yeah, we had our hoodies on at GDC. We were walking around. We actually put a QR code on our backs. But we
Nice.
kept getting stopped by people. They're like, "Wax and Fox Games, we love you," and we're like, "Oh my God, thank you."
That's
So it was
awesome. So how was GDC? Was it good?
yes. I mean, I GDC is good. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of indie dev activity actually. Every
Hmm.
time I went to Yerba Buena Gardens, it was just full of indies, all of them gathering, all of them talking about their own games, and also a lot of support too. The industry has been interesting in the last couple of years. And they even had job searches and hey, come help me with I'll help you with your resume. I'm a recruiter, come and help me. I mean, they literally just huge groups of people helping each other, and it was really great to see.
That's awesome. I mean, the games industry right now needs as much positivity as possible. So, yay for
Absolutely.
positive vibes at GDC.
Hmm.
I have one more thing that I can share with you all.
Okay.
Um, Deborah has working hard on starting to get Cordelia animated, and I wanted to share Spine. Spine is a 2D animation program that makes it easier for a lot of animators, 2D animators to work because you get to set up a rig so you're not like animating multiple frames, like hundreds and hundreds of drawings. You get to move everything around as if you oh, sorry, let me move
I
to
want to
animation.
see.
Yeah, so you get to move everything around as if, we are using a 3D rig. And so you have all these different joints that will rotate the character. So
Okay.
let's say here, so she's like, "Hey, I,
Ah!
I she's not animated just yet, but she's getting there." So this is a very um quick pass of the rig. In game development, we like to work in passes just because you don't want to put too much work in on one thing and get it into game and realize it doesn't work and you wasted a whole bunch of time. So
Got it.
we have passes while we start animating and like, okay, so how ooh, excuse me. How are we looking as far as the here he is. That is a shoulder. Sorry. I did work on this earlier today, I promise.
No, it looks cool. This is not a part of the indie development process I often get to see, and I think that's probably true for a lot of members of this community. So thank you for sharing it.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, we just have these joints and so you just kind of pretend that you're a puppet master, all day long. And that's what I love about being an animator.
Yeah.
Um, and hopefully soon, we can show you some of the motion and bringing Cordelia to life with all of her abilities and get her into game. So I'm very excited about this too.
Yay! This is super cool. Thank you so much for sharing. How fun.
Yeah. And so I was wondering if we wanted to talk a little bit about the tips and tricks of playing the game, or did you guys want to play a little bit? I'm not sure how you want to do this.
Yes, so a little background for everybody in chat. We were kind of talking offline about how I'm like not good at this game. Y'all, when I played with most of you, a lot of you kicked my butt. So like I was like, you know what? If you guys want to come on and tell me more about Cordelia, maybe you could also help me get better at this game.
Yeah, no.
I'm also terrible,
Ah!
so don't feel bad.
I like because timed mode is what we've been able to play so far, and I think especially for someone who streams, like if I take a second to look at chat, I'm done. I've lost. Like it's game over. So timed mode is particularly difficult for me while I'm streaming, but like I do want to get better at it.
Yeah. Well, obviously turn mode is going to be a lot more chill, but if you are going into a really fast-paced mode like that, there's a couple of layered things to remember at a top
Okay.
level because it was designed actually, if you just played it like Candy Crush, because it does work just like Candy Crush. So if you ever played
Okay.
Candy Crush and you have like the sparkly gems, they're basically like the stripe candy. So when you break a sparkly gem, it clears row and then it has an effect. But really, it's based, if you just played it like Candy Crush, eventually you'd kill the other person. It would take a long time. I don't recommend doing that.
Okay.
But the next layer really is understanding your champion abilities. Now, yeah, they have a lot of nuance and a lot of detail, which can be kind of overwhelming feeling. But really, at its base, though, just remember that every single character, your Q, your first ability, is going to be an attack
Okay.
every time. So it could be some variant of the attack, like I think Saul will attack you with a fireball and catch you on fire, right?
Yes.
And Sir Vasquez just gives you a big old whomp with his sword, but it's always an attack. Your second ability is always a defensive ability of some kind. So again, it's a variant, but you'll know like, oh, I need to hit the second spell to defend myself. You're good. The third one is a control spell of some kind, and that always affects the board. So in the case of Saul, he's going to lock down a part of the board with the sandstorm. And in the case of Kisei, it's going to clear all the effects off the board, right? And then the fourth spell is just some sort of like attack, but it's kind of a wild card spell. It's really more about what the champion is and their element is. But you just know like, oh, it's my big one. It's a big attack. That's all you have to know. So if you get those down, you'll know, okay, I know I want to attack now. Oh, their attack is really full. I've been saving my defense. I'm going to hit my defense so it doesn't hurt as bad when it's coming in.
I mean, honestly, I've just been going for, like, not even really knowing what the different abilities are, but, like, I need blue. Try to get blue. Just trying to fill up the spheres and kind of go for there. That's how I've been rocking it so far.
And that totally works. And another thing, as you're grabbing those blues, too, if you start to learn like kind of what the characters do, for instance, Sir Vasquez, he's powered on swords. His ultimate does a lot of damage depending on how many swords are on the board, right? So, and that's our Vasquez man right in the middle there, yeah.
Yep, Sir Vasquez.
If you know his ultimate's filling up, you can grab all the swords off the board, so his ultimate won't hurt very much.
Ah, okay, that's a pro tip I didn't know.
Yeah, you can totally deny things from people. So also, let's say that, you're on the board and you know that her attack's powered by yellows. So you can try and take all those yellows if you have nothing you want on the board.
Right.
So there is this
I love this artwork for her, by the way, though. So cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And which is why, it's a funny thing. When I was talking to publishers back in the day, they were like, we don't know if women will like this art style, Terry.
Wait, what? Okay, this is something that honestly drives me berserk about executives that think all genders like the same thing. Like, what was the thing that came out recently where they were talking about how, like, women don't watch HBO or something like that? And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Half my wardrobe is Game of Thrones themed. Are you kidding me right now? So yeah, I'd always
wonder, like, what kind of women do you know? Because I don't know the women who don't do that.
Right. Like, what? You're going to tell me women aren't going to like this art style? I'm sorry, she looks cool AF.
That's what all the women I talked to said. I also got a, Terry, women don't really like to be competitive.
All right, they need to stop. They need to stop with that business. I can't.
Yeah, that's why I decided to go out and start this little side venture. Well, actually, it's my whole company. Because I kept getting these kind of biases, and I know that women more than ever are gamers. We play games. We just do.
There was a stat from E3, like, this was way back, probably 12 or 13 years ago. There was a stat from E3 that said 51%. It was some poll. 51% of gamers are women. And I remember, because again, this was 12 to 13 years ago, like every dude on my team there for doing games media coverage was like, nuh-uh. And I'm like, oh, please. Don't even.
We don't just, and it's the funny thing is we often don't take surveys and say what our gender is because, obviously sometimes we get harassed. So a lot of the time we just kind of play, or we'll play males or whatever it is. But like it's the one audience growing year over year by like 33%. It's like we're a massive market.
Yeah.
Yay. Which is why, like, I'm like, hey, it's a prime time to make games that are exciting, that are kind of like hybrid games, more core, but yet easy to get into, accessible. I could play it for 10 minutes. I could put it down, because we're busy. I mean, that's the thing, is we're just really busy.
Well, and I think too, if whether I mean men or women, when you get to the phase of your life where you have other responsibilities, where you're needing to multitask all the time, whether that's pets, whether that's children, whatever that looks like for you, it is nice to have a game you can pause or put down if you need to. Like, when I take my son to karate class, you better believe that's like the one time I play mobile phone games. I don't normally do it. But then when class is over, it's like, I can't be like, hold up, mommy's got to finish this level. That's not a thing.
Exactly. That's exactly what we were thinking too. That with these hybrid games are short and bite-sized because, yeah, we're older now. We have a lot of stuff to do. All of us, particularly parents, right? And we just can't afford to sit down and play 12-hour raids anymore like I used to. I just can't.
Right. I miss the WoW days. We were, I had shown my desktop for something recently, and someone was like, hey, did I see WoW on your desktop? And I'm like, yeah, you did. But, like, I can't. Like, I can't dedicate that amount of time anymore. But, I mean, it's downloaded.
So
like,
many
just
games
in
downloaded.
case, you know.
There. Whenever I need it.
Right.
Although speaking of the gamer population and how we're seeing so many diverse gamers, one of the things that I'm getting excited about with our trend is having so many diverse developers. Because once we have diversity in genders and ethnicities and all that, lifestyles and everything in as developers, then we will be able to have, as gamers, have that voice as well, right? So that's been really exciting to be part of this women-led studio because we can also be a voice for others who kind of identify similarly. I think that in my 16-year career, I've only worked with two other moms in leadership for game development,
Okay.
and that's wild to me. But you don't see a lot of, especially female identifying parents in the game industry, and so it's really great to work with another mob like Terry. Gets it,
I recently got to join a Discord of specifically moms in the games industry, and I've been I'm just lurking there, but I've been loving it.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of things like, I don't know, my kid stumbling onto camera completely naked.
Wait,
When
did
it's
that
live.
actually happen?
Actually happened. I was like, the person's their eyes got really big, and I'm like, what's he looking at? And I turn around, and my child she's like, hey, mom, and I'm like, no, I have to like hide her. I'm like, wait, just 1 second, please. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Children make life interesting.
My son almost did it recently, and I have never moved so fast in my life.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? But I mean, it's nice that it's out there and we talk about it and all the challenges. I feel like it's much more of an embrace concept these days. Especially with COVID and everybody being remote. Our studio is remote, and so we see all sorts of things, and it's okay. It's just okay. It's parenthood.
It's life. It's life. All right, so if I'm going to play this right now, can community members play too? I just used the same password and login as last time that this community played. Okay, perfect. So anyone that wants to join in, you can go to live.playroe.com, and that will bring you to the actual game. And then the username and password are both Trisha. Very, very easy. But just if you want to see how this looks, I don't know who I'm going to play as today, because my hero Cordelia is not in the game yet. And I really don't know anybody's powers. Is there one hero that you'd recommend that's more beginner friendly, or kind of all the same?
I would say probably Mudrock is pretty friendly, and Key is pretty friendly. Those are probably the friendliest ones.
All right, well, let's go with Key then. And
So-
timed is still the only mode that is kind of up and running, right, for the playtest?
No, you can do turns,
Oh.
but everybody just has to make sure that they jump into the turns queue. That's all.
Okay,
They
well,
won't
I'll
play
keep it
against
with
you.
time just because that's what we've done before, and so I know it works.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to jump in, feel free to do so. And this is what you were talking about before. Oh, we got somebody!
Right away.
All right. Here we go. Select my hero. Got it.
The sun's power.
Locking
Wanna
in.
play Saul, huh?
Wait, I'm playing Germanizel?
I think that's Jermaine.
Yes,
so
I think so too, which means I'm definitely going to get my butt
our
handed
lead
to me.
developer.
Yeah, no big deal. Just playing the lead dev. I don't... This is like a wild.
So that's like, yep. It's the it's a Candy Crush chocolate ball. You can go in any direction. with
Okay.
that.
Now, I noticed last time I was playing, do these go down a little bit in between your turns?
You mean the gems?
No, like sometimes my Q or my W or my E will be like fully loaded up, and then when it's the other person's turn, it's not loaded up anymore for some reason.
Well, if you have a sparkly gem that's purple, which is void, if your opponent breaks one of those, it drains some of your mana.
Does. Okay. So maybe
It does.
that's
So all
it.
the colors do something special. So let's say if you do a sparkly green, that will heal you.
Okay.
Sparkly yellow will give you extra time.
Mm,
Sparkly red does fire damage to your opponent.
Can't find anything.
But really, in that mode, you just grab as many.
You just get what you can.
Yeah,
It's time mode, so just go for it.
it's about spot matching.
You can't be too picky here, okay?
I mean, at the same time, we were playing in our friends and family last night. We've been hosting friends and family playtests on our Discord at wickedfox.com. Please come on in this week if you guys want to. PST 6 p.m. I think till 8:30 p.m. We're playing it. Last night I was playing against our producer David a lot, and he was trash talking me. He's like, "Lahella, why so many matches not damage?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Hilarious.
Wow.
I mean, that's what's great about PvP, right?
Sure. Okay, I'm just reposting. I know Wicked Fox Games messages in chat are getting moderated. It's because we don't allow links, but I just reposted it, so we should be good. See, this is the kind of stuff that for me in timed mode is like, well, I got business to take care of.
Next week we will have some fresh meat because I'm getting Eric Bra. He does the voice of Draven.
Oh,
in,
cool.
League of Legends. So Eric actually did the two voices in this game. So he did Phasmus and he did Servascos.
Okay, but we don't have those. Those aren't available in the playtest yet, right?
No, they're available.
Oh.
The purple guy and the yellow guy.
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
I just need to turn them up more then, because...
So he's gonna be playing next week.
Let's see, if we
probably.
play as Servascos, when does it come in? I'm trying to listen for it. Although my audio might be all messed up now that I finally got it right for stream together. I don't know,
Yeah,
chat,
now-
can you hear voices for them? Let me know. Bye, Astro Banshee. Yeah, I don't know that I've been able to hear voices for them in this, but maybe... Yeah, it says audio should be on.
Well, I can share a link. He's gonna be reading some of Servascos' story next week.
Ooh, that's so cool.
So if you want to tune in to his...
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear it. Army of Bob said I can
Yeah.
only hear you guys, but I heard it that time, so you should be able to hear it.
We also have some emotes when you're playing in game, so that you can use their voice lines, just similar to how all the voice lines that you recorded. And you say "oops," but then he says it very Servascos like, or
Yes.
"good job," but Servascos like.
Very cool.
So if
I
you
know.
hit
I can't wait till we can hear some of the final stuff from the day that we recorded.
I listened to some of it. It was great. You did a good job.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited
Yeah.
to see it all put together.
Yeah, they all have emotes as well, so you can taunt your opponent when you're not fast and furiously trying to
I
beat
can't
them
find
up.
anything.
And the way that you use the emotes in game is see that little smiley face by your feet, the bottom right of Phasmus's feet. I think it's also a T.
Okay.
And you can choose the emote. So when it's his turn, you can be like,
A new
Oh,
subscriber.
I see.
Come
Okay.
steal
kind of,
yourself.
however,
So
kind of
right
game
We
here.
are
play.
building an army.
There you
Yes,
go.
I see it all. Parkwood Legend, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. I just wanted to hear the evil laugh, and it delivered. It was exactly what I wanted out of an evil laugh.
Yes, he's an excellent voice actor. Actually, all the voice actors and the characters that are in the game currently are from League of Legends.
Nice! Are you allowed to announce who they all are? Are there any that are still kind of under wraps?
No. So I think we have Adam Harrington is I think he's Mudruck.
Okay.
And he did I forgot, he did a bunch of characters in League. I forgot the ones off the top of my head. Owen Thomas, he did Vincent Bate and Jace.
Okay, cool.
And he is actually a character called it's actually not in the game yet, but we do
Okay.
have it pretty much good to go. But that one is it's like he's, oh gosh, what's his name again? Hello.
Good job, whoever just owned me. Sir Vasco's bot was their name.
Oh no, that was an actual bot.
Was that an actual bot?
Yeah, it was an actual.
I didn't even know there were actual bots. And yes, the bot just straight up owned me. So I guess if you want to play to get good, that's good to know.
On bots.
You can practice on bots.
They should be easier, but I think they might have tuned them up.
I
I got
mean,
one by a bot
I
the
just
other
got
day.
obliterated right there. Like, there wasn't even a question.
My peace.
Well, I mean, Phasmus is a really difficult character to play. I don't think that I have won a game with Phasmus.
Oh,
He's
really?
definitely a high level.
Yeah, he's
Chap.
tough. So with him, you basically have to hit him with your attack first and curse them,
Okay.
and then anything else you do after that is gonna hurt a lot more.
I see. So you gotta curse him first.
You curse him first. Yeah, his
Okay.
kit is a little more difficult. Are you playing someone now?
I'm playing
Yeah,
Ektar
looks like
1,
it.
2, 3.
Oh, that's a real person.
Okay. Where's stuff? I don't know. Oh, right here. I didn't get it in time. That's one of those things that I feel like would probably be a little easier on the touchscreen than mouse and keyboard, but
That is true. Yeah, there are some advantages like mouse and keyboard. You can hit your abilities with QWER
yes.
real fast, but you can actually swipe faster on a flat screen. But
Right.
your abilities take a while to get to.
Again, I'm getting owned. Ektar,
Oh
you're
my gosh,
owning
who
me.
is this person?
You are straight up owning me. There's no...
Good lord, what is happening?
I mean,
Somebody have the cheat codes, hella.
Ektar played with us at our friends and family last night.
Nice!
Reckon, so yeah. Or they. I'm sorry. I don't know their gender. I'm just making an assumption. We're just talking about how gamers can be anyone. My bad.
Starcat says, Trisha, you're embarrassing us in front of the devs. I 100% am. Ektar in chat says, sorry, Trisha. Don't be sorry. You straight up kicked my butt, and that's A-okay. That's what it's all about. Okay, so for someone who is abysmal like me, final pro tip summary.
Final pro tip summary. Well, I would say that much like you were doing, it's more about like just spotting the gems and making matches as fast as you can. But I will say go for the sparkly ones because the sparkly ones have an effect, right?
Okay.
You can learn what the effects are, but really, if you haven't, it's fine. Just grab sparklies, sparklies all day long.
I love it. Odyssey Dave says, get good.
Oh wow, Dave.
It's all right. Y'all, see, my community is welcome to razz me anytime they want. And I will say, maybe I am also not great at this game because I never played Candy Crush. It's not a game I ever had on my phone, so I am brand new to it. And just trying to
Then you're
max
doing
those gems.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, and fun fact, it's actually one of the biggest motivators for me when I made the game was a game called Puzzle Quest.
Oh, I remember Puzzle Quest back in the day. Yeah.
Puzzle Fighter is one that I loved growing up, and that's
Puzzle
the
Fighter.
that's the only game that I can own my partner at. Like that's everything else he just will beat me, but like I got my Puzzle Fighter. So I get really excited when I play this because I can also own him on this. At least I'm bad at the game, but at least I can get him. So,
There you
not
go.
competitive. Women are not competitive.
Well, hey, yeah,
I'm just kidding. Bring it back around.
Yep.
Well, I'll be in the playtest,
kind
so if he wants to
gesture.
come challenge me tonight, he can at 6
Okay.
p.m.
And perfect. What time does the playtest tonight start again?
6 p.m. tonight, and then we'll have weekend sessions starting at 2 p.m.
And is that what time zone?
PSD.
Okay, so 6 p.m. Pacific time playtest tonight. If anyone wants to jump on, what is the URL and password that they would log into for tonight?
I think it's the same, yeah?
It would be live.playroll.com.
Yep.
So same website, but we are using. Last night we used Invest
Yes.
as our
As an investor
username and
Kickstarter.
Just really trying to drive the main point home there. I respect it. Yeah.
Indie devs, we need to, right? We gotta just be the siren.
Please help us make our game. Well, that only women-led companies, only 2% of women-led companies get venture funding.
Really?
That's only 2%. Even though almost up to half could actually pitch, but only 2% of us get actual funding. So that's why we're leaning on the crowd and trying to make this game for y'all.
Yes. So let me get okay. I see Gamerwoman 3D in chat is saying, can we drop the link in chat? So it's the same URL as before. And that is the link for the Kickstarter. So thank you, Starcat, for posting the Kickstarter link in chat. The URL for the playtest is live.playroe.com. And then the password will be different based on, or maybe invest, or should they tune into your Twitch channel? Like, what's the best way if people want to join for the playtest?
We'd love to invite everyone to our Discord. That's where you can find event information for all of our playtests and everything.
Great, and that's discord.gg what?
Maybe we can ask David to add that. I'm sorry. I will get that information for you. I have not memorized it.
That's okay. That's okay. Just because you can't post links in our chat unless you're a mod. We do that for safety reasons. So here, let me post it. I see it. I see that you just posted it. So
thank you, David.
Wicked Fox Games Discord link.
Producers.
Okay,
producers.
I just posted it in chat, so it's there.
And we have a special tier coming up just for the people in the last couple days.
Oh, yeah?
What the hell?
Yeah, we added a new $75 tier with all of our chibi characters as enamel pins because love pins. And so it's going to be everyone, all 6 characters, including Cordelia. Yeah, and we're making it live, and we also are adding a special add-on for a hoodie that will have Rise of Elements and actually Wicked Fox on the front and Rise of Elements in the back that we need to get out there, and it's been a lot of fun. Since hoodies were such a hit at GDC, we decided, hey, you know what? Everyone wants one, so let's make it an add-on.
I love it. Yay. And people were asking that too because I know there's the secret backer reward level that has all the Cordelia stuff. So if you check out the Kickstarter via my link, you'll get access to that. But if people already backed before that there's also some of that stuff is available as an add-on as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. Awesome.
One more thing. I just want to say, Trisha, thank you so much from the bottom of all our hearts for supporting us. You are such just a being of light for doing so. And we just have so much love for you. So,
Well,
thank you.
all of the love right back at you. Thank you for letting me and my community have a peek into this process. I am and have always been a huge indie game supporter and indie game fan. I mean, we've been doing our Twitch Gong Show indie game showcase on this channel now literally for years, and it's evolved over time. But my Steam end of year wrap up is always out of control with how many games I played this year, because we do 5 to 8 indie games every Tuesday on the Gong Show. So the most love we can get, love and support out to the indie games community, indie devs, indie publishers. Like, I feel so strongly about that. And especially now in an era where a lot of our AAA games are going they're going in a direction that I don't really love, if I'm going to be honest. I think some of our most beautiful storytelling is coming from the indie scene, and I feel like there are a lot of folks who feel the same way. So let's support indies while we can.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll fully agree with everything you just said. Like, I just feel kind of like the audience is shifting and changing, and I think indies got their fingers on the pulse.
They
The
do.
big boys are missing it.
They do.
I mean, the smaller ships can steer and course correct so much easier than the bigger ships, right? So
It's true.
it makes a lot of sense, and we can take chances, and we can, experiment with different looks and ideas, and so that's one thing that's really exciting about indie games.
And you don't have a network executive or a studio head that's like, I'll tell you what people want. And then you have to do that.
That's
Oh, I have
yeah.
stories.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. All of my stories like that are from a media perspective, where it's like we're creating games entertainment, right? And then some studio head that has probably never played a video game nor watched games entertainment is like, let me tell you what people would like. And you're like,
Or, hey, my kid, Trisha, saw this. So it must be exactly the way it needs to be.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, on to more artsy things and telling more unique stories. That's what it's all about. So thank you
Absolutely.
both so much for coming by the stream today, for sharing the update on Cordelia. And everybody watching, make sure you join in the playtest.
Yes, please. Thank you so much, everyone. We're hard at work. We're making Cordelia. We have 2 very generous backers who are backing at a really high tier, and we have 3 champs coming in online, and with the
Ooh.
stretch goes with Lily Pichu, who was generously donated
Did a
her
voice.
time. Yeah, did a voice for our stretch goal character, Emily, the Queen of the Dead, I think. is
How
what we
close
call
are
her.
we to Lily Pichu's character?
I don't know. I don't think we're.
Here.
I'm so sorry. I should know numbers, but
That's
as
okay.
an artist,
I'm pulling it up right now. I asked you the question, and I have the link right here, so I should just look.
We'll need
let
help
me-
from people, I think, to get to the next
a
one.
little help, yeah. Oh, we're about 2,000 away, is what
Oh,
David
okay.
said, because he's a wonderful producer.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay, cool. I have not met Lily Pichu in person, but I am a fan of her content, and her voice acting work. So I think that'll be really cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you, Trisha, and all of your whole wonderful community. Thank you so much to the community for supporting indie games. We really appreciate you as well.
Yeah. And honestly, it's anytime you have an exciting update to share, we'll find time in our schedule to have you come on by and tell us about it if you have the time to do so. And if you don't have the time to do so, we will read about it on the Kickstarter page like everybody else.
Thank
Sounds
you.
like a plan.
Awesome. Well, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and thank you for joining the stream.
Yeah, thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, friends. Bye-bye, friends. That is so fun. I love it so much. Very cool. Very, very cool. So thank you, everybody in chat. I know I said we'd have a special surprise today. And that's what... anyway, Wicked Fox Games reached out and were like, hey, do you want to hear some updates and stuff? And I was like, yes, and let's do it on stream. So it worked out perfectly, and I'm glad we got the audio figured out. Stream together is still something I'm very, very new at using. But if it makes it easier for me to have guests on the stream, like we did today with Wicked Fox Games, or play games with friends like I did before with Lasercorn. What is happening with my headset holder? Hold up. There it goes. Get on there. Get on there. Then it's all good. All right, my camera is... There we go. I'm just going to adjust that like that. Folks, this is where I'm going to wrap up today's stream. Thank you for joining me for Nintendo Weekly. Thank you for joining me for the insider look at Rise of Elements and Dev Chats today. The next time I will be live is the Sunday Chill stream this Sunday, and I'm hoping to have a surprise for Sunday as well. Once I get done the stream today, I have to take a look at a couple things and see if I can get it all together in time for Sunday. But either way, I'm going to be streaming Sunday. Surprise or no surprise, it's still going to be a Sunday Chill stream. So if you are in your PJs for Sunday Chill stream, that's probably what I will be doing. So grab some coffee or tea and come join me on Sunday at 10 a.m. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to one another. If you're joining the Rise of Elements playtest later tonight, good luck. I hope you're better at the game than I am, and I will see you soon. All right, bye, my friends.